What's going on, fam? It's Smiles from Miles. I'm here in my house. It's a day off, so I come out and see what's going on out here. I'm gonna do some filming, I think, in my front yard. I got the HSP Mini Fireteam. Yeah, Fireteam. So there's the Fireteam. The Mini Fireteam. You can get these on AliExpress. I haven't seen them in the States for sale, except I did see one on eBay, but it was really expensive. Like double what you can get it on AliExpress. I did put some different tires on it because the original tires that came with it, they started breaking on the edges right here. So I had to replace those. Also too, in the mount of the tire, these are 8mm. They're 8mm hubs, and I had to get some 3D printed conversion upgrades. So the insert would fit over the 8mm hex, and it would turn it into a 12. That way I could fit these other wheels on. I hate when RC companies do that you know, when they do something where you have to modify it to get it to work. But we're gonna have some fun. And we're gonna get to doing some jamming, and we're gonna have a real good time on my day off in front of my house, my little track. I'm pretty excited. I've been building this little track. It's not quite done at all yet, but we'll have some fun. All right, guys, let's get to jamming. Boom, boom, boom. And we gotta do some steering trim here. It's a little bit off. You can kind of see it. Let's see if I can fix the steering. There we go. That should be good. Wanted to make sure, I was just looking at my front door to make sure my cat didn't get out this time. The little kitten. She's not really well, she is a kitten. She's a yearling. She's just a year old, a little over a year old. Yeah, these are great little cars. They do come brushless, and it's a little 1/18 scale, perfect for like a little small front yard like mine, and gives something to do. I'm gonna take this to, I want to take it to Hawks Field, most definitely. But just haven't had time. I've just been working a lot. I'm trying to save for a new scooter, like I said last time. I found one, which I'm stoked about. Also too, I own property. I own a house in Phoenix, Arizona, and Quidditch. I am putting it on the market, so I'm excited for that. I got it. I purchased it when I was before the housing market went crazy. I purchased a house, and at the time I was quite the successful artist, and I was selling a lot of my work around the world, and so I decided to take that money I was making and I saved it up and I bought myself a house. and then that dried up. So I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna rent it out. I'll just rent it out, and then I decided to move to Tucson. I was born and raised in Phoenix, but Phoenix is such a huge city now that it's just not my cup of tea anymore. I really like smaller town, and Tucson's a smaller town, very cultural. We are like one of the most cultural diversity towns in Arizona, and we have a lot of great events like Tucson Meet Yourself, and you get to meet other people from Tucson that are different cultures, and they have tons of food booths and music and entertainment. So it's quite nice to see like the different ethnic groups getting together and having a great time celebrating their cultures with each other. And yeah, so it's a lot of fun. And then we have like the Tour de Tucson, which is a big major bicycling event. It's like a cross-country event, because it's not just city racing, it's also dirt and stuff like that. A buddy of mine, Jamie Carney, back in the day, he used to come here and just beat the crap out of the time allotment. He would beat it, like beat the fastest time by like 10, 15, 20 minutes sometimes. So yeah, it's a lot of fun here in Tucson. I highly suggest coming here to visit if you ever get a chance. Cost of living is a lot different than a lot of other cities. Also, it's number 3 in retirement space because it is such a cheaper place to live. And but yeah, it's cool. I really love this little car. I found this car through Beyond RC. He's a UK RC content creator. Go check him out. I'll put a link to his channel in this video so you guys can go check him out if you don't know who he is already. He has a lot of great content. He talks about you know, he does everything. He does like inexpensive, cheaper cars like this one that are brushless, and then you do like brush cheap cars, budget cars, expensive cars. So yeah, it's just really great. He's a really great guy. I've talked to him behind the scenes to get some advice and on camera stuff and stuff like that. You know, after talking with him, I just went ahead and pulled the trigger on a GoPro because it seemed logical and it's in my budget. I don't have a budget to buy like a $3,000 camera to work with, so GoPro it is. And I got this GoPro on eBay. It's a Hero 9. Not much of a difference between 9 and 10, 11. Is there a 12? I can't remember. Maybe somebody in the comment selection down below and tell me if there's a Hero 12. But anyways, pretty much the same. There's some slight differences between all the models, but nothing enough for me to have to buy the latest and greatest. I can get away with something smaller or less expensive. So yeah, I was able to get this with a carrying case and a wand, waterproof wand, floatable wand, selfie stick, and then extra battery, but the backup battery was not that great. Speaking of batteries, I'm running a brand new mini DERC 2200 mAh LiPo pack in here, and it's small. It's probably about that big, probably that long and about that wide and about that thick. So it's a little 2-cell. This thing can take 3-cell, and I do have some 3-cell batteries that I can use on it that I found. They're for helicopter RCs, and they're small. They got a really good discharge rate. The only thing is the mAh is not that big. It's only 700. This little battery is a 2200 mAh, so it's a bit different than the helicopter battery I found. But I got a couple of them. These tires are working good, and those 8 to 12 millimeter hex adapters are hanging tough. I'm not losing any bolts. Doesn't look like anything's coming. So let's bring it in, check it out. Let's see if the wheels are staying on. Yeah, they're staying on. They're loosening up a little bit, you can see right there. but I got a wrench in the house. I'll grab that and tighten it down. Yeah, let me go do that real quick, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Went and got the tool so I could tighten up this rear nut. There we go. Let's see how that goes. The reason this is so nose heavy is because of this guard. That guard right there really makes it nose heavy. That's why it always like endos when you hit a jump most of the time, because of that metal piece. Come on. But it doesn't keep me from liking this car. Everything's metal in this, guys. Like all the gearing, differentials, everything. Dog bones, everything's metal. The only things that are not metal, of course, are like the swing arms and stuff like that. It's got oil-filled shocks. You can see the dog bones, everything's metal inside there. Got quite a bit of dust. These are plastic right here and there. And then the back is the same, but again, everything else is metal differential. Got a plastic bottom. You put the battery here at the bottom, and you twist this, and that keeps the battery in place. Like I said, that metal guard in the front is cool, but it definitely gives it some weight. This is definitely a weighty car, though. I'll tell you that for sure. For a little 1/18 scale, it's a heavy car, which is cool. But that just bugs me. That front end does that all the time, so I might end up taking that front piece off. We'll see. I might take it off just to see if I need it there. If not, I'll take it off, and that'll give a better handleability as like jumping is concerned, bashing. But yeah, this is the HPS. I don't know the number, but it's a low-C, little mini low-C Fireteam. That's what it looks like to me. I mean, even the remote is low-C. You know what I mean? It just doesn't have that handbrake or anything. But you got power on and off. You got your steering trim. You got your steering dual rate, which I have it on high. You got your speed temp. You got a nice little foam thing. I don't do one finger because my thumbs aren't very long, I guess, or this isn't too long, whatever. And it takes 3 batteries under here with a stupid little screw I removed. So, you know, like sometimes it lands just great. It flies off great and lands great. Sometimes it just jumps and then lands nosedive. So I don't know what that's all about, but it's okay. Still fun, still fun. On AliExpress, the last time I checked, price for these HPS, whatever, they're $89 free shipping. And that's where I got mine, from AliExpress. And that was funny because that was my first time ordering from AliExpress. I don't really trust these like Temu and AliExpress. I really don't trust to get what you order. You know, like Banggood, I don't really trust that I'm gonna get what I ordered, because I've seen too many people not get what they ordered. Well, I was really excited when I got it. I was like, oh wow, I got the right car. Cool. So I was happy. It comes in a red and it comes in a green also too, which I might pull the trigger and buy another one. We'll see. I might buy the green just to have it, but I really still want a Fireteam. I really still really still want a Fireteam. But I figure by the time I'll be able to get a Fireteam, I'll probably be able to find one lower price than what they are, like a used one or lightly used. You know, I have a Legendary Thunder. I was thinking about this the other day. I have a Legendary Thunder that I haven't, I bought it and it showed up broken, and the seller on eBay said it was running, but it wasn't. So I have it in parts. I'm thinking about pulling the engine and all that stuff out of it and putting it into my DERC short course truck that I like so much. It's got that truck's got a 550 motor in it, but I really don't like brush motors. They don't. If they put a better quality fan in the motor, then I would say okay. You know what I mean? But the fans melt, and you can't run more than a pack. You try to run multiple packs with a brushed motor, you're kind of asking for a problem. And then they overheat and they want to shut down on their own and until it cools off, and so I'm probably gonna switch that out to the Legendary Thunder brushless motor and ESC and all the goodies out of that car. Because I don't see myself rebuilding it. I'll just scavenger parts for it and go that route instead. And that way I can put that stuff in my DERC short course truck, which I really enjoy that truck. It's a 110 scale, it's 99 bucks on Amazon. Like I said, the only thing I don't like about it, and it's not like it sucks because of it, but I just don't like the 550 brush motor in it. I'd rather have brushless. There's a couple of cars that I'm going to change to convert to brushless. Rilarlo and Armorall is one, DERC is another. Alright, let's check this tire again. Oh, it looks like it's hanging tough. I hear the ice cream man coming by around. Oh no, that's just music from next door. Okay, let's try that now. Had to tighten it up a little bit. That's the only thing about those adapter hexes that, you know, they're kind of weird. You just kind of play with the mounting nuts on the wheels and let those adapters kind of break in and retighten everything. Because if you tighten them down to normal tightening, like, you know, not like a cinch down, they bind the wheels, and so it doesn't want to spin right, and that's annoying. So you have to kind of like loosen them up. You have to run them kind of loose to till they break in, and then you can tighten everything down, and they'll spin easier. I need to build something right here, right in this area here. I need to build something, like go up and across and then jump over this, maybe jump over this this area. You're pretty fast, little guy. I need to get out there and start doing, since I got this GoPro now, I can do time, like speed testings and stuff. I have the equipment, the little speedometer, satellite speedo thing, and the app already on my phone. So I just need to get out there and do it. It'll be fun. I like to see how fast this little guy goes with 2S and 3S. It's pretty fast. I mean, you can see I'm just going and then it'll burn out, you know, because there's so much torque on those tires from the engine and gear ratio. I don't know what the pinion is or anything of that nature in this thing. I know the differentials are partially locked. They're not fully locked, but they're pretty good. So that's nice. It acts more like a basher than it does drifter or drift truck. Beautiful day in the AZ. The weather's finally breaking. This week we're going to be up to 98, up to the highest of 98 this week. We had a bit of a little cold spell over the weekend, and it got down to the 40s at night. Early morning it was like 42, and yeah, it was pretty nice. And then during the day it was like, I worked Friday and Saturday. Friday wasn't prepared. We went from, you know, like 100 plus degrees at 11 o'clock to 62 degrees at 11 o'clock. Then you're on two-wheel scooter or a moped or bike, depending what I'm using for delivery that day. And you want to subtract about 20 degrees for wind chill. So it was about mid-40s. Mid-40s to close to higher 40s. It was pretty cold. So, but nevertheless, it was nice because I didn't have to, instead sweating my butt off and dealing with the heat. Instead, it was just a nice ride and picking up orders and delivering food and hanging out, do my thing. This is a 2200 mAh battery, guys, by the way. So for such a little battery, it's running 2200 mAh. Oh, and it's got headlights and roof lights. Forgot to mention that. I just noticed that right now. Well, I think we're done with battery. I think our battery died. Let's see. Might have got too hot and